I wanted to share the two biggest mistakes that I made when I was breeding Corsos. The first mistake was I was breeding dogs under the age of 2. Now that would have only saved me one epileptic litter, as I bred a male that was under 2, and around the time he was 16 months old, he developed seizures and his first litter was already on the ground. Now, generally, the breed develops seizures when they are going to develop them between 16 months and 24 months. Some do develop it sooner, some later, but that's the average. Now, the number 2 mistake I made when breeding Corsos was breeding back to back. I used to breed back to back and then give the girls a break. However, that turned into a complete disaster, as I had numerous females I bred back to back with different males, and by the time they were just getting ready to breed for their 3rd time, puppies from their first litter started developing seizures, and I now had 2 litters on the ground from each of these females, and it turned into an absolute disaster. This is a breed that you absolutely cannot rush and start pumping puppies out of. When they're young, you have to give them a break. When you're using Italian lines, or if you have dogs that have Italian lines, as pretty much every single dog out there with Italian lines do go back to foundation dogs that were known to produce epilepsy. So you can't get away from it. So you have to breed the safest way you possibly can with this breed. And back-to-back breedings and breeding dogs that are under the age of 2 is just setting yourself up for a disaster and causing a lot of families heartbreak. So if you can wait until your dogs are 2, breed them, give them a rest, wait until the pups are 12 months old if you possibly can. Older, waiting until they're 18 months old is even better to see if any develop epilepsy, and then go from there. And if you're using sires from outside kennels, the very best thing to do is pick a sire that is old, that has sired tons of litters and has no epilepsy, with the hopes that the owner would be honest with you, and then maybe one day this breed can be in a better state